Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot Convention with Hunter, and so I'm going to building the team. So last time we did a building the team was the Quantum Media inspired build with at least two figures on the team having either tiny, giant, or colossal damage symbols. My Excalibur team, I played it once. It did not. It did okay. More than anything, it was fun. And if I remember correctly, that game actually ended at time as opposed to, being wiped out. So, the X-Men team I ran twice. Again, it was also really fun to play, and it played really well. It actually scored points. But I think the big problem that I had with the Excalibur team was just the map that we played on. It was definitely it definitely was detrimental to the team. It was like, oh, okay, this makes things a little bit harder, and some of my own placement of figures in the first turn. Yeah, not to mention new rules and yeah. But anyway, so. For the next build is going to be 300 Modern, so I built a couple teams. I was planning on doing a Teen Titans team from Batman Team Up, utilizing the Teen Titans Go figures, who have a similar synergy as the Batman villains that I ran at the HeroClix headquarters open a few weeks ago, or I guess it was a month ago. Yeah, that was a month ago. But anyway, well, part of it is one of the figures I really want because for that team I don't yet have, so got to work on solving that problem. And I also wanted to do a Suicide Squad team, but I can't make it work with the figure I really want to use, so at least the figure I really want to use as kind of a centerpiece on the team. Anyway, so we built an Avengers team and a Soldier team. Let's take a look at the Avengers team first. So our first figure to look at is Mantis from Avengers Forever. Mantis here comes in at 25 points and has the Guardians team ability. A reminder about the Guardians team ability is that a character with the Guardians team ability cannot have their combat values negatively modified. But she's got the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic, and Martial Arts keywords. She also has a Rally ability that keys off of friendly attack rolls that include 2. You may remove one of her Rally dice. To remove an action token from a friendly character within range and line of fire. Okay. And her range is 4. So looking at her dial. On speed, we open a couple of naked clicks, and then we get 2 clicks of mind control. Attack, 2 clicks of incapacitate, followed by 2 clicks of precision strike. 4 whole clicks of super senses, and 2 clicks right at the top of perplex. She's by and large she's a support piece, plain and simple. I mean, yeah, she can be an attacker in a pinch, but yeah. Moving on to our next piece, we've got Scarlet Witch from War of the Realms. We've seen this one I've used this quite a bit since it came out almost a year ago. She comes in at 30 points, has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers, Latveria, Young Avengers, and mystical keywords. Looking at the dial, we've got 4 clicks of a special speed power. What I must do, I can't do on my own. Gives her phasing, teleport, and passenger 2, but only to carry characters that share a keyword with her. So, anyway, looking at the rest of her dial, we get 2 clicks of telekinesis. On defense, we've got 2 clicks on the back end of the dial of barrier, and on damage, 4 clicks, the whole dial, of probability control, which is very important since theme probs are a thing of the past, or well, technically speaking, will be, but we're already kind of using the new rules. Rip theme probs. If you're a Clicks player and you're going to miss those two, F's in the comments. Moving on, though, to our next figure, we've got Doctor Strange, also from Avengers Forever. I do like the sculpt. It's not a, like, dynamic and, clearly there's stuff going on, but it's a very Doctor Strange sculpt. Anyway, so we're running Doctor Strange's lower point by 40 points. So he has the Defenders and Mystics team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Defenders, Illuminati, and Mystical keywords. We have a trait, bring in help from the multiverse. This gives Doctor Strange leadership. When he rolls and succeeds, you may instead generate an Astro Doctor Strange. Oh, number 1. If you roll a 6, you may instead generate Wong on click number 1. If there's not already a Wong on the map. So looking at his dial, we get 1 click of Running Shot, followed by 3 clicks of Phasing Teleport. On attack, we open up special power Cloak of Levitation, which grants Doctor Strange telekinesis, as well as telekinesis is free, but only to target himself. This then gives way to 3 clicks of Precision Strike. On defense, we open up with 2 clicks of special power Keeper of the Time Stone. There's Energy of Deflection and Super Senses. This then gives way to 2 clicks of Regeneration. On damage, we got a click of Perplex, then a click of Outwit, and 2 clicks of Support. Support has also had a major change. It no longer requires an attack roll. So also you don't have to be. You can be adjacent to opposing characters. The target of the support or the support figure doing the support can be adjacent to opposing figures, and to do it. It's basically just it's much how willpower is now self-leadership. Well, support is basically just now support. Regen for an adjacent friendly character. So, not all changes are bad. Moving on, though, to our next figure, we've got Mockingbird, who was in Avengers Forever. Yeah, the figure's kind of leaning a bit. Mockingbird comes in at 40 points, has the Avengers and S.H.I.E.L.D. team abilities, as well as the Avengers, S.H.I.E.L.D., Wakanda, and Spy keywords. Looking at her dial, we've got 2 clicks of the special power Bowstaff Pole Vault, which grants Charge, Leap Climb, and Stealth. This followed up by 2 clicks of Radar Charge, and then 2 clicks of Plasticity. On attack, we got 4 clicks of Precision Strike. Defense, full dial for her of Combat Reflexes, and then on damage, a full dial of Close Combat Expert. That's always nice to see. Especially seeing as how we've got 4 clicks of Charge. Next up, we've got Hawkeye. Everyone's favorite train wreck of an Avenger. The Avenging Archer himself. Hawkeye comes in at 75 points. Has the Avengers team ability as well as the Avengers, Defenders, S.H.I.E.L.D., Thunderbolts, and Celebrity keywords. We also have a follow-up trait, Follow-Up, free. Once per turn for all characters with a follow-up trait, make an attack using Hawkeye's printed combat values will only target a single character hit with an attack made by another friendly character with the Avengers keyword. Okay. Looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of Running Shot on the top of the dial, 2 clicks of Energy Explosion, 2 clicks of Precision Strike, 2 clicks of Penetrating Psychic Blast, and a click at the very back of the dial of Pulse Wave. Defensively speaking, you open up with a couple clicks of Willpower, then we get 3 clicks on the tail end of the dial of Super Senses. Finally, on damage, we get 5 clicks from mid to late dial of Ranged Combat Expert. Okay. And wrapping up the team, we've got the Sentinel of Liberty himself, Captain America. This is the booster cap from Avengers Forever. And I guess I love this sculpt. I really do. Looks great. It really does. Cap comes in at 90 points. Has the Avengers team ability as well as the Avengers, Howling Commandos, Invaders, Shield, Past, and Soldier keywords. We also have a trait. Those who oppose his shield must yield, which has energy deflection and leadership. Okay, looking at his dial for 90 points. That's a long one. We've got 4 clicks of running shot, 3 clicks of charge, 2 clicks of flurry. On attack, all we've got are 3 mid to late dial clicks of quake. Defense, we get open up with 4 clicks of toughness, 3 clicks of combat reflexes, and 2 clicks of willpower. Then on damage, we get 4 clicks of outwit and 2 clicks at the tail end of close combat expert. Okay, I wish the close combat expert clicks, at least one of them, coincided with his charge clicks, but what you gonna do? Now I want to take a quick look at the figures that Doctor Strange can summon with his leadership roles. First off, we've got we'll take a look at the figures again. Got the Astral Doctor Strange. I've got 2 of these guys, so and watch when I run the team. I'll only get to pop out one, maybe get to pop out one the entire game. So Astral Doctor Strange has the mystical team ability or keyword, mystical keyword. And we've got 3 clicks of phasing teleport, 3 clicks of super senses, and 2 clicks of enhancement. Okay, so not great. And hey, I mean you're calling it in for it's not costing you points, so yeah, I'm really just like whatever. Next up, we've got Wong. Now Wong can be generated by Doctor Strange if he rolls a 6 on leadership. And that's only if there isn't already a friendly Wong on the map. So, looking at Wong's dial, he's got the mystical keyword as well as the Mystic's team ability. We also have a trait, Dimensional Gateway through the multiverse. Grants him phasing teleport, and once per turn, when an adjacent friendly character with the mystical keyword begins a move, after resolutions, you may place Wong in a square adjacent to them. Okay. Looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of Force Blast. Then on defense, we got 2 clicks of Guarding the Sanctum, special power, which grants energy deflection and willpower, which then is followed up by 2 clicks of regular willpower. We also have 2 clicks of enhancement and then 2 clicks of support. Okay. I gotta say, he's kind of the real prize for leadership, for successful leadership roles on Doc Strange. Now, I mentioned wanting to build a Suicide Squad team largely because but I couldn't make it work with at least the figure I really wanted to use on it. So I decided to build a soldier team with them, and it took a bit of doing, but we made it work. So our soldier team. First off, we've got Star-Lord. I really love this sculpt. So Star-Lord we're playing Star-Lord on his 30-point dial. He's got the Guardians team ability as well as the Guardians of the Galaxy, Cosmic, and Soldier keywords. He has a recruiter ability, but as he's the only figure on the team with the Guardians of the Galaxy keyword, it's not really going to matter. So the recruiter trait. So looking at Star-Lord's dial, it's just going to be these last 3 clicks. So we get a click of running shot, then 2 clicks of charge. On attack, we have a special power. I got part of a plan. At the beginning of your turn, choose 2. Star-Lord may use the chosen effects until he chooses again. Energy Explosion, Precision Strike, Pulse Wave, and Star-Lord has free knock back all adjacent opposing characters 2 squares. Okay. They can all be very useful. When we get 2 clicks of Blaze Claw's Fangs. Defense, we got a click of initial deflection, 2 clicks of toughness. Damage, we get a click of leadership and 2 clicks of outwit. Okay, alright. He ain't perfect, but he ain't bad. Moving on to our next figure, we've got Red Widow. This is a figure I was kind of excited for from Avengers Forever when it was revealed she would be in there. Red Widow was a thorn in the side of the Avengers during the first 50 in the basically right up until the beginning of the lead up to the Avengers Assemble crossover. So Red Widow comes in at 45 points. She has the Winter Guard, Assassin, Soldier, and Spy keywords. Improved movement for characters, so she can move through characters. We have a trait, Unfettered Assassin. This gives her Blaze Claw's Fangs once per turn. When she uses it and rolls a 1 or a 2, after resolutions, she may make a close attack. Okay. Then looking at the dial, on speed, we have a full dial of the special power Utter Brutality, which grants charge, flurry, and stealth. And yeah, look at that. Most of her clicks, she's an attack value of 12. Which, oh, yeah, I know, 12 is not that big of a deal anymore, but still. Yeah, I mean, a figure less than 50 points having 3 clicks with the 12 attack, and 2 with it on 11, oof, yeah. Then on defense, we get a full run of combat reflexes, 3 clicks of exploit weakness on damage, followed by 2 clicks of outwit. More utility, a bit of utility. Next up, we've got U.S. Agent. Yes, it's the same sculpt as Captain America. Just a different paint job. This was actually the release kit, OP kit, release day OP kit figure. I think I got one just because there were 3 of us playing, and an OP kit comes with 3. But anyway, he comes in at 70 points. Has the Avengers and Minions of Doom team abilities, as well as the Avengers, Dark Avengers, Latveria, Thunderbolts, and Soldier keywords. We also have a trait, Doom's Avengers. Other friendly characters with the Avengers team ability have the Minions of Doom team ability. Minions of Doom team ability, when this character KOs a standard opposing character, after resolutions, heal 1 click on a friendly character using this team ability. Okay. Looking at the dial, we've got 3 clicks of charge, followed by 3 clicks of flurry. Full dial of super strength. On defense, we open up with 3 clicks of the special power. My dinner was tougher than you. It's got energy deflection and invincible. This thing gives way to 3 clicks of combat reflexes. On damage, we get a click. We open up with a click of the special power. No Man Left Behind, Soldier, or No Man Left Behind, Soldier, which grants leadership. When he uses it, if a friendly character was KO'd since your last turn, he succeeds on all results except for 1. Okay, so we get a click of that. 2 clicks of Close Combat Expert. 2 more clicks of the special power, and then a final click of Close Combat Expert. So, not bad. We'll be starting him off with. We'll have him start the game with the Captain America's shield equipment from the Disney Plus set, which grants him energy deflection. However, on his first 3 clicks, or actually his entire his first 3 clicks, he's already got it. And for those 3 clicks, well, that means he'll get to modify his defense by +3 instead of +2. Next up, we've got Bucky. Bucky here comes in at 75 points and has the Avengers team ability. Now, a fun little thing about this Bucky, it would honestly seem like whoever designed the dial is like the biggest Bucky stan there is. So, like I said, it comes in at 75 points. He has the Avengers team ability, as well as the Avengers, Howling Commandos, Invaders, Shield, Past, and Soldier keywords. We also have a trait, I know your attack is coming. This grants Bucky super senses, and when he uses it and succeeds, after resolutions, remove an action token from him. Okay. Now, looking at the dial, we've got 4 clicks of running shot and 3 clicks of charge on speed, 4 clicks of energy deflection, or penetrates like a blast, and 3 clicks of Blaze Claw's fangs. Defense, 2 clicks of invulnerability, 2 energy deflection, 3 combat reflexes. Damage, 2 outwit, 2 enhancement, and 2 exploit weakness. Oof. The Winter Soldier from the same set does not compare well to this Bucky. And keep in mind that that's basically supposed to be an older, more deeply trained Bucky. Moving on though to our last figure, and the figure that I really wanted to build a team with, we've got Peacemaker. Who obviously is going to leave a trail of bodies, all in the pursuit of peace. Peacemaker here comes in at 75 points, has the Suicide Squad and Team Player Wildcard team abilities. We also have the Suicide Squad Assassin, Martial Artist, Soldier, Spy, and Warrior keywords. So none of his traits are actually going to matter. So they both refer to mission points. He does not actually make mission points, except if he comes into play. He has a sideline ability that requires you to have 10 or more mission points to bring him in. So you have to already have a figure at least a figure cranking out mission points. So yeah, looking at his dial, we've got 4 clicks of running shot and 3 clicks of charge. 4 clicks of penetrates like a blast, 3 clicks of Blaze Claw's fangs, 2 clicks of vulnerability, 2 clicks of toughness, 3 clicks of combat reflexes. Damage, we've got 4 clicks of the special power. I do what you do, only better. This grants probability control, and when an opposing character within range uses probability control to reroll a friendly character, or uses probability to target a friendly character of greater or equal points than Peacemaker. After resolutions, give that opposing character an action token. Okay. And then we get 3 more clicks of regular probability control. Like I'm thinking maybe one of the next time we do a higher point build, I think I may try to do a higher point Suicide Squad team with Peacemaker. Anyway, that is going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought of these teams in the comments. And remember, F's in the comments for theme probs. You'll be missed. Rip in peace, y'all. Anyway, links to my Facebook, Twitter, Patreon, and PayPal will be found in the description box down below. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.